Hi guys, this is Chun, your guide to cybersecurity. In the previous video, we introduced cybersecurity and talked about the three main principles: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We also gave an overview of the approach to protect against attacks on your IT assets and services. In this video, we will take a look at confidentiality and the most common security measure to protect your system or information from unauthorized access, such as passwords. As with any security controls, passwords are only effective if you know how to use it correctly. You probably own and use several passwords, so let's look at some questions which you should think about. Things to consider: where should you use a password? How do you use it? What password should you set? And how do you remember and maintain your passwords? When do you use a password? Passwords ensure confidentiality of systems and information. You should use them for systems or information which are not publicly accessible. You should also use passwords when you access your mobile phones, work computers, and applications such as email and Facebook, etc. What password should you set? Remember that security guy in your company telling you to set a strong password? Or the bar that measures the strength of your passwords when you sign up for a new account? The rule of thumb for setting a good password includes having a minimum length of 8 characters. The password should also contain a mixture of alphanumeric characters and also special characters. It is important to note that even the stronger password is not absolutely safe from hacking. Given sufficient time, any passwords can be broken. Strong passwords buys the system time to detect the hacking attack. Some systems may set a limited number of password attempts, and coupled with a strong password, the account will be locked before the hacker manages to find the right combination. So maybe you are not famous or a public figure, should you be concerned with setting strong passwords? The answer is yes, you should. All it takes is an amateur armed with a password cracking program to take over your account. Even without any tools, weak passwords can be easily broken. Take for example the recent case in Singapore where nearly 300 SingPass accounts were hacked without the use of any hacking tools. That was because the account holders used their personal ID as their passwords. The compromised accounts were used for illegal visa applications. One possible measure to mitigate the misuse of passwords is to introduce a second layer, such as a two-factor authentication. How the two-factor authentication works is that you will have two different layers of authentication. Usually, the password as the first layer, and a one-time password from a token or a phone SMS as the second. So, to ensure a strong password, you should not use any common words found in the dictionary as your password. Your password should not include your personal particulars such as ID, name, date of birth, or your parents' name. You should not also reuse the same password for different accounts such as for your email, Facebook, or SingPass, etc. Because successfully hacking into one of these accounts will grant the hacker access to all the other accounts. How do we set a password that is complex enough but yet easy to remember? A good way to do so will be through the use of a passphrase. Take for example the following passphrase: Chun's hobby is to play basketball. Taking the first character of each word and adding some symbols and numbers, your password will be as such. Finally, as a general rule of thumb, the complexity and length of a password should match the importance of the system which you are trying to protect. For example, the password for a YouTube account could be as simple as dxy80@91 versus a more complex password for an iBanking account. Having a strong password is an important first step, but it is not a permanent solution. As mentioned earlier, it is a matter of time before your password gets broken. Therefore, it is important that you change your passwords regularly. For important systems, the general practice is to change your passwords for at least every 3 months. If you simply have too many passwords to remember, consider the use of password managers. Password managers uses a single sign-on concept where you just need to remember a master password and the manager will automatically generate complex and random passwords for different accounts. However, There are risks in using password managers as they may have vulnerabilities and shortcomings. Therefore, it is not recommended to use these services for important or work-related accounts. I hope you have a better understanding of managing your passwords. In this video, we have looked at when and where you should use passwords, how to set and remember them, and using a password manager for non-important accounts. Join us next time where we will look at password managers which you can use to manage your passwords. Stay tuned and do subscribe to this channel for more cybersecurity goodness.